And a good day, everyone, on the first day of August 2019. Hope all of you have a good day, and I want to thank everyone who coming by and checking out the weather with me today. I appreciate it so very much, and to all the new subscribers, thank you. To all my regular subscribers, thank you very much for checking the weather with me. We're going to just check out what's going on in the Atlantic. First off, in the general weather forecast today, we still have this little system up here, disturbance number 1. Right now it's located near the northwestern Bahamas. It's forecast to move northward, producing locally heavy rainfall over portions of Cuba, the Bahamas, and Florida during the next day or two, and the conditions still could briefly become marginal conducive for development over the weekend before this system merges with a front, and then it is going to accelerate northeastward off of the southeastern U.S. coast by Sunday. In 2 days, it's 0. 5 days, it's 10% chance. Folks, it's just going to be a rainmaker. That's what it looks like now. But this system I spied out 3 or 4 days ago, told you about, it's gone from 20 to 40 to 60, and this morning it is up to 70% chance, disturbance number 2. Now, the formation in 2 days is rather low at 20%. In 5 days, it hops up to 70%. And as we move down here, it's a broad low-pressure system right now. It's located about 1,000 miles southwest of the Cabo Verde Islands. It continues to produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Only gradual development of the system is expected for the next day or so while it moves west-northwestward at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, the environmental conditions could become more supportive by Saturday, and a tropical depression is likely to form over the weekend. Hey, remember yesterday, if you saw the update for last evening, I said it probably would form into a depression or maybe a tropical storm at some point. Well, it's looking like now the National Hurricane Center is saying Saturday it could turn into a tropical depression and form over the weekend, but still it's several hundred miles east of the Lesser Antilles. 2 days, 20%, 5 days, 70%. Now, when the next report comes out, this will probably change. It may stay the same at 70. It may hop up to 80 or 90, or who knows, maybe 100. It may stay the same. I am very aware of that. When I do my evening tropical update, I'll have the latest information at that time. But I did want to start the weather off this morning showing everybody this, and it does look like the cone where I showed you guys yesterday. The southern islands are going to be probably okay. It's the northern islands, and there is this little area here. It could go right over some, but I'll check it all out and have all the information in the tropical update for you later today. And here we have the GFS map this morning. I'm going to use Levi's over at Tropical Tidbits. Thank you very much for letting us use this Levi. As I turn it on and tell you what is happening, it will scroll through. Here we go. We got heavy rain, and more rain, folks. Heavy rainfall and flash flooding threat is going to continue over the next few days across eastern portions of the central to southern plains. Monsoonal moisture is going to bring additional showers and thunderstorms across the southwest, the Great Basin, southern to central Rockies. Widespread scattered showers and thunderstorms will stretch from the Gulf Coast into the mid-Atlantic in the vicinity of a stationary front. And increasing tropical moisture will bring heavy rain threats across much of the Florida Peninsula. Now, a developing upper-level trough over the eastern Gulf of Mexico will be transporting tropical moisture across much of the Florida Peninsula for the end of the week. Now, showers and thunderstorms will become frequent across much of the Florida Peninsula with locally heavy rainfall very, very likely. Now, we've got a frontal boundary. It's expected to remain stationary from the lower Mississippi Valley into the southern Appalachians and the mid-Atlantic. And this front will remain the focus for scattered showers and thunderstorms with locally heavy rains and possibly some isolated flash flooding. Be aware of that. Now, the persistent upper level ridge that's centered over the southern Rockies and the southern High Plains region is going to continue to transport above average levels of monsoonal moisture from the southwest into portions of the Great Basin into southern to central Rockies areas, so be aware. This is going to support additional scattered showers and thunderstorms across these regions with locally heavy rains and more isolated flash flooding. Now, a northwest to southeast oriented frontal boundary, it's expected to be the focus for heavy rainfall and flash flooding over the next 2 days across portions of southeast Nebraska, eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, western Missouri, and northwest Arkansas. Now, this front is not expected to move much over the next 2 days, with repeat rounds of thunderstorm activity moving from northwest to southeast across these areas. Now, these regions that receive the very heavy rains, high temperatures are expected in your areas to be above 10 to 15 degrees below average. High temperatures are expected to be 10 to 15 degrees below average. So all of these places I just named off, southeast Nebraska, eastern Kansas, eastern Oklahoma, western Missouri, and northwest Arkansas, you guys are going to have repeated rain showers. So everybody's looking like for the next 2 to 3 days at least, we're going to have rain, and maybe some more rain. So that's a quick check of what's going to be going on around the lower 48. Where is the most severe weather outbreak expected? Well, we have that severe thunderstorm chance that's capable of large hail and strong winds possible across the Central Plains this afternoon and evening. You can see where it's highlighted right in here. We have some of Kansas, Nebraska, and Colorado. Then we have this marginal all the way from Montana down through Kansas over into parts of Missouri, just a little bit of Iowa. Then it moves right on back up through North and South Dakota. But you hear me say this every day. Anybody in any color green, you could have one of these splash and dash thunder showers that pops up that could turn severe depending on where you are, what your temperatures have been, what your humidity points and dew points have been. It's not out of the question. So anywhere you see this green, from Florida all the way up to Long Island, New Jersey, and across, everywhere you see in Texas and these areas, in Oklahoma, New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, parts of Idaho and Montana, and a little bit of Washington State and Oregon. So, there's always that chance for severe thunderstorm. It's summertime, folks. Where you see the green, just always keep your eyes peeled. But the most areas it's looking like the probability is the highest, of course, is where you see this yellow and this darker green. And it's looking like that these are going to be afternoon and evening strong severe storms capable of producing hail and strong winds across the Central Plains. And that's a check of your weather. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time over here and you're into the weather. And if you do, don't forget to click the bell. I thank you guys for everything you do for me, and I love you all. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thanks for watching.